Elgato recorded a black screen instead of an episode. So I have lost the Dirty Colossus and, more importantly, the main Nostria fight that finishes off the Valley of Defilement. If I haven't done so in the last video, I will leave a link to the esteemed Vati Vidya's video, where he explains the significance of that and says much of what I wanted to say about that fight. Basically, it's like you're up against a well-intentioned extremist, like the only demon who actually used her power for good to give comfort to the wretched and the damned. And it's like psychologically messes with you. Like, is your own mission justified? Is it right to kill her for the sake of the world? Sort of thing. I wish we could talk it out, but our character is just kind of a mute. You know, I shouldn't really complain. I mean, this has only happened 3 times on the channel. I've had plenty of mess-ups, but those are all user error for the most part. It's just that these last 2 happened pretty close together with the Rogue Legacy and now... And I mean, for a game that autosaves, you don't have a defense against that. You just have to cross your fingers and pray it doesn't happen. And I tried to look up Elgato black screen, and they talk about another black screen problem altogether, where the TV goes dark. That's not even my problem. The problem is it recorded nothing. I don't even know how to look up a fix for that now. It's just that pro YouTubers are able to put out content, like, consistently, quickly. Like, am I doing something wrong? Should I just get different equipment altogether? Because I don't like being in a situation where I fail and it's not my fault. Honestly, I hate just... I mean, I look at the capture and it looks fine now, but I don't know if it's gonna have recorded until after I'm done. And I can't just stop. It's frustrating. And why does it only happen sometimes? My settings seem to hold consistently throughout, and then all of a sudden it just... There's no way to predict it. There's no way to defend against it. I hate it. Alright, but you know what? Enough. I've wanted to move on to Dark Souls and the rest of the series for a long time now, so let's just... Fuck it, let's just finish it. Let's just speed through to the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I took on this segment without having killed all the archdemons prior. I literally... I did, like, the Dragon God and the Fool's Idol, and then I just sped through 1-3 straight through. And I regretted it for the rest of the game, because it's super hard. But getting through it also really made me feel badass. Now that I know what it... good question is, why didn't I quit when I ran into that frustration? But you know, when I see a goal in front of me, I just can't not go for it. When it's killed me, I have to make it. I have to overcome it, sort of thing. But since this was a new playthrough altogether, and I knew what I was up against, I arranged it systematically in such a way that wouldn't make me rage to death. Anyway, let's go. Palace number 4. Well, looky here, everyone. It's the human forms of all the demons we fought in the palace. All the heroes who gave up on goodness once the fog rolled in. First up, Penetrator. Sup, boy? Now, you don't want to fight these guys all at once. He's been good enough to kite himself for me. I did not cast Second Chance. I may come to regret that very soon. Whatever. Nice wind-up! This is basically how I did Garl Vinland. I just kept spinning so he wouldn't parry me. There we go. And then you can pick up their gear as a result. Would it now? Well, you know what? I don't care. I'm at the end of the game. Fortunately, these phantoms do not respawn, so you don't have to fight them every time you want to go through and heck at the boss. But just beating them alone was quite an ordeal, as you can imagine. My first time through. So, should I go for Ulan or Tower Knight here? Well, Ulan seems to be staying out of it, and Tower seems very eager to begin. Very well. Now the trouble with him is that it's really hard to get behind him. He can just turn on a dime, and he's got the scraping spear, which can erode your armor. So, I'm in a pickle right now. Wait. I still didn't cast Second Chance, did I? Yep. Alright. That did jack. There we go. Just gotta roll for it. Just gotta muster up my courage. Roll past him is the key, not just roll in general. Oh, I can roll into him. That's also cool. And my armor broke. Thanks for that. Really. Alright. Well, that was annoying. And what's more... Hold on. Wow, I totally forgot to drop off Bramd and Distarel. Might as well show off their item thingies. Yes. So Garl Vinland's set here is very good with the plague and the poison resistance. And it's one of the heavier armors in the game. And now that you've seen it, I don't care. It's just cool. It'll look cooler if you go to VaatiVidya's thing and see him fully decked out. But these, one of these you get from Garl's corpse, and one of these from Selen's after you tell her, yeah, your brother kinda messed up. She said perhaps their hearts are too pure. Could be like a commentary on having a moral code that's too strict, you know. It keeps you from adapting to the world, sort of thing. This distortion is the mark of an old giant killer, and it increases plague and poison. Even so, it is difficult to wield even with both hands. Yeah. How did Garl even? And then this is the better spear in the game. Builds off faith really nicely. Stat bonus there, A scaling and faith, as you can see. Yeah. Belonged to Lysia, who became the fucking leechmonger. Unfortunately. Okay, picking this up. Tower shield. I already have one of those. What was even the point of that? Yeah. Okay, you don't even have anything interesting to say for these. Well, it's great gear, and if you were interested in that, if nothing else. I'm gonna kill Ulan because I'm pissed off. What are you shooting the wall for, you glitchy fuck? Bad enough that my capture's glitching out, you're just doing as you please now, too. Got a scimitar, think you're Legolas? No, you're a jerk who hid behind her men. That's your whole character. Okay, I'ma go fix my shit. Oh, but you also get the white bow here. Best thing for archery dudes. Just gotta point that out. Just because I'm raging to the finish doesn't mean I shouldn't at least make an attempt to inform. I'm really mad. I am really mad. Well, the good news is I was able to level up with my winnings. Bad news is I know this part's gonna make me rage and I'm already kind of there. Right. Hello, lizard. There's a big armored dude with a broadsword. There's a shieldy dude first. No. I'm already over you. And there's a cheap-ass archer dude in the rafters. Makes you think you want next, fam. Stop feathering me. I mean it. Fucking assassin wannabe doucher. Dancey dance. That's not how you fight. Now you are here. But you can't block for shit, can you? No, you can't, because you don't got a shield. Do you even fight, bro? Do you even souls, bro? Do you even souls, bro? Okay, and now... Oh, who haven't we seen for a while? Yeah, the other dragon. It is possible to kill the dragons, but you don't get a direct confrontation with them. You just have to, like, find the one corner of the map where they can't fireball you and soul arrow forever. And it's boring. And it's stupid to design that way. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be very sparing right now. Okay, do your shit. Burn the minister. Thank you. Now do your shit again so that I can time it. Do your shit. Don't burn me. You didn't kill him. Is that all you got? Is that really all you got, huh? Huh? Yeah. Oh, you can just do a double. That's cool, I guess. Right. I think I'm starting to remember why this part was so ragey. Because he cheats. He cheated. He did it immediately. Didn't even pause. He literally just fell off. That makes me laugh. And then, if like me you're getting too impatient, you'll hit this point after dying numerous times to things that aren't dragons, just to die to a fucking dragon. I wonder, actually, if I should go back and equip the water veil. Not a bad idea. Instead of, like, fucking, I don't know, Ignite or Foaming Soul Ray. And even if you do cook that first one, I'll still have to run past the second one. And you can just, far in can I get before I burn, actually? That's good to know. Huh. This backs. Bastard! What are you laughing at, fool? You're gonna die. Told you. And that's not even the last we see of him. Because he's right here. But you can't hack him, because the minute you try, he flies up to another perch. Yeah. Fun just never ends. And here's where Bior would rush in and be like, leave the flying lizard to me, before getting cooked alive. And that's why I'm not releasing him from his cell. Maybe I'll go back after I save the world, if I fucking remember. I mean, I've got shit to do. So, whew, let's see. How far up can I get? And you gotta watch it sweep. Longest amount of time you can go and burn. Okay, yeah. We're in. Cool. Hi, Strava, my boy. How's it hanging?
Oh, it's you, is it?
Yeah.
My father is up above. Well, what's left of him anyway? He's transformed into a fiendish demon. I began this quest in a search for truth, but it seems I was a fool to even try. Please, kill my father. In his degenerated state, he can only bring peril to the lands. This key fits the Boletaria mausoleum. Inside the mausoleum are my father's two swords, Soulbrand and Demonbrand. Use them to bring an end to this madness.
And then he fucking kills himself. We spend all that time protecting you, and then you... I mean, I can't compare suffering. It's apples to oranges, but I mean, haven't we all been going through the same thing? And I just... And then Black Phantom Ostrava appears. But he sucks as much here as he did in real life. I remember I literally knocked him off the edge the first time I fought him. I might be able to do it again, actually. Yeah, that's that. Even when you're evil, you suck. I'm sorry, just... It's not cool to do that to me, just right in front of me like that. And you know what? I was gonna show off the mausoleum. Old King Doran. I mean... But it's like, he talks for a bit, I whack him to the floor like I've been doing with everyone else, I don't let him up. After a certain point he goes, oh, you're worthy, here, take the thing. And you get Demonbrand, which is stronger if you're a good guy, which is cool. It's a neat greatsword and all, but I just don't need it. Soulbrand is actually in the possession of King Alant, and you use the demon you're about to fight, Soul, to merge Soulbrand and Demonbrand together to make a really badass, powerful greatsword, which is stronger whether you're good or evil, just so long as you pick a side. Yeah, whatever. And now this asshole is gonna make me rage something fierce. It's always this long-ass elevator ride up. But you know, whatever deaths you have up to this point happen because you're impatient. So it really is a failure of your own making. Because it's doable. Clearly it's doable if you're just in the right mind for it. It's good design, I'm just not in the fucking state of mind to appreciate it right now. Right, I still have second chance. Good. Here we go. Enter the fog. I started this series in rage when I realized I had to delete all my old content because the audio sucked, and then I couldn't get the menu to work. Now I'm ending it in rage. Seems only right in a way. Okay. Hello, you. You may be a royal piece of shit, but you stylin'. I won't deny that. Okay, so he's gonna charge up this big-ass Uber... Whoop! Okay, so I don't confront him immediately. I just dodge for now. And he can cast wind attacks with his sword. Oh, hit him now, hit him now. Don't let him get that off or you die. It'll explode the whole arena. It's bad news. But I got a regenerating shield now. I am in prime form. Okay, this is not gonna be like last time at all. Plus, I've fought so many things worse than you by this point, huh? Oh, don't let him grab you with that. He will actually take one of your levels if he does that. And you can learn that move, too. I'll stop talking now. Okay, so I can tangle with him a bit, because I'm a veteran. And he maybe use second chance. No. Bad douchey. You think I'm just gonna let you get that off him? Uh-oh. That was close. Shit. Well, it didn't even make me use second chance because of my vitality's so high. But that did, because I was at a sliver. Well, still. You missed. You just flat out missed. Oh, I need my axe. Would help if I actually had a weapon to hit you with, huh? And I can't cast Solar at him. He'll sidestep. He's nimble, despite being an elderly man. And look at all that soul power coming off him, too. Sephiroth wannabe motherfucker! Oh, shit. So he literally just took one of my levels right there. In addition to the massive damage. I probably lost my magic. That's the last thing I upgraded. That's alright though. Doesn't matter as much. It's the end game. fuck your shit! I'm so much tougher than I was before. I'm damn proud of myself. False King.
How did you defeat my precious demon? No human has an appetite for souls such as you. The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Don't even fucking equate me with you. So all that time, Ostrava killed himself because he saw his father, and it wasn't even his real father. The fucking jackass is still alive. Anyway, you can use the False King Soul to merge Demon Brant and Soul Brant to make a badass Northern Regalia sword. But I mean, I'm done. Let's just speed to the end. And if you pick the good path at the end here, you can learn the soul you gain allows you to learn that move, that Soul Sucker move. Instantly kills most things, and if you use it against a player, like a dick, you can steal their level too. Really make him rage. And you get it from Yuria, worth noting. This entire time, we've literally been sitting on top of it. Now, you can't level up here. If you want to use those souls, you gotta wait until New Game Plus. In fact, more than that, you gotta wait until you beat Phalanx again, because that's when the Maiden in Black becomes available. So that's a long time without dying. Can be pretty daunting.
Thank God I was...
Do you have further? From where does that howl come? That is no demon. It sounds more like a poor, hungry child. Do you have any idea what it might be?
It's interesting he says that.
Something about it puts me at great unease. May God watch over us, bless us, and all of Boletaria.
That is your god, jackass.
Why? You have defeated all the demons, have you not? This ghastly howl. The Monumental has spoken of it before. There is a question I have long had in my mind. It is whether we are right to banish the Old One.
Yes.
And I now have the answer. And it is a resounding no.
You're wrong.
Listen closely. The Old One must not be cut off from us. If the Candle Maiden tries to entrap it, kill her. Then absorb the souls of the Old One for yourself. The Old One is an unfathomable deposit of energy. It contains all the souls collected by the demons. You will gain the power of a king, and I will gain knowledge from beyond. And that, my dear friend, is the righteous path. You must not allow trifling matters to dissuade you.
Oh yes, trifling matters like
Demon
murder.
souls shall be ours.
Okay, couple things straight.
Truth be told, that woman has been tainted by demons herself. She would thank you in her death for relieving her agony.
Oh boy. Where to even begin? You've become very fearfully justifying every little shitty thing you do. Okay, first of all, if I were to go the soul-hungry path, I'd just kill you next and absorb your souls. Because, I mean, there are no more demons for you to give me spells from. You're useless to me. If we're talking about the utilitarian path here. And the other thing is to... You know what? You started off leaving the priest's order because you didn't believe in their god because it was the Old One, and now here you are, like, fucking ready to suck its dick for massive power. You're a piece of shit. Go fuck yourself.
Are you sure? I feel great misgivings about Frake. I was branded a witch at a very young age. And since then, I have been persecuted, although I never had ill intentions. If there is a God, he gave us souls to do good, not to practice witchcraft. My accusers detested my dark arts for good reason.
Okay.
This has been one of my... But I am afraid that Frake too has ventured down the wrong path. He has become obsessed with the dark arts.
Yeah, seriously.
If it is a...
Okay. You're all pieces of shit. Except for except for Uriah and Thomas and Ed. I mean Baldwin, sorry. Also Ed. Like... yeah. I'm sorry, after all the suffering that has gone on in this world as a result of the Old One's existence, I just don't think getting more souls is the answer. And I'm certainly not going to become a root for a tree.
Hark, I hear a voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
She won't allow you to level up after that. Yep. And now, like, are we on an alternate plane of existence right now? For this to literally be below the Nexus? Just a random beach, and there's the Old One. Yep. Big old tree thing.
Old One, I have brought thee what thou wishest, thy new demon.
Yes, I are a demon. I
Come
get
now,
lots of souls.
Be good.
The connection between the maiden and the Old One is not quite clear. Some have posited like she's its mother, but that it's taken a path she doesn't agree with. Whatever the case, she's the only one who can banish it, calm it, keep it from eating more people. So, here we are. End game. I'm literally just wandering into the beast's belly. Here's one more fight. Let's just, Yo.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
Yeah. And somewhere in here, King Alante or what's left of him. Without archdemons to sustain it, it's kind of been sucking him dry.
Been chosen by the Old One. Shalt thou seek everlasting demon souls, or obey that naive monumental? Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here. Surely you have seen for yourself pain and suffering that fills this world. But fight poison with poison. God is merciful. So created the Old One. The Old One will feed on our souls and put an end to our tragic realm of existence.
This isn't even a fight. This is a curb stomp. A mercy killing. I mean, look how pathetic he's become. His hunger for souls.
Understand? No one wishes to go on.
Shut the fuck up, you emo piece of shit. You don't get to decide that for other people. Just because you gave up doesn't mean there isn't still beauty to be had in this world.
Thine work is done.
Made your son commit suicide, piece of garbage, fucking asshole.
Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
So of course the choice here is to stab her in the back, the one person who has been consistently nice to you throughout the whole game. And you get the red sign stone, which is the only way for polite duels. But I mean, come on. Why couldn't that have been the reward for the good path? Then you get a crap ton of souls to carry into New Game Plus. Or you could say fuck that shit because it's clearly not worth it. Here's Soul Brand. Yeah. Right.
My
See
thanks. At last, my duty is fulfilled.
Yep. Yep. Of course, I'm here wondering why stab it in the fucking face isn't an option after all this time. I mean, come on! And if Frake gives me sass, I'm just gonna slap him silly.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
But this is such a bittersweet ending, because he didn't really fix the problem. The Old One is just gonna wait until humankind gets greedy again, and then it's gonna come back. All you've done is delay the inevitable. Maybe for a few generations. But then again, that's kind of what doing the right thing is, more or less, right? I'm just calling bullshit. I mean, I don't care if it's a Lovecraftian being. I want to stab it in the goddamn face. We gotta believe that one day we will stab Lovecraftian things in the goddamn face. Or else what's the point? Yeah. They fixed that in Bloodborne. And then of course, all the demons. All the awesome designs. You can see the Dirty Colossus for a bit, and that's good, because he didn't get his chance to shine in this. He may still not if this capture doesn't work right, but I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna cross my fingers. Okay. So. Things in the story weren't as mysterious as they like to believe. They do fix that in They fix so many things in Dark Souls. Dark Souls is everything Demon Souls tried to do, perfected to a T. Honestly, if I were to recommend one, I'd say Dark Souls. But, you know, like I said, I didn't want to just blaze over this one, because it did a lot of things really well. It's... The aesthetic of this world was really just well constructed, and it made you believe it, and... Again, that merging with the gameplay and the story, where you're an immortal, undead being who just keeps coming back so long as they don't give up. And it just gets harder and harder the more you die. But you gotta keep pressing on. There's the man-eater. That didn't get a chance. Oh well. Let's see, big-ass bluff-born gargoyle. And then the boss fights, fantastic. A lot of great concepts. A lot of hard challenges. And like I said, beating this thing made me feel so much more confident in myself, in my own power. My own quick-wittedness and all that. It's an accomplishment. I'm happy I had it. But I have been craving Dark Souls for... There's the Colossus. It shot like acidy things at you to erode your armor, deal lingering damage. There's Garl Finland. See, he looks pretty badass, don't he? And he was probably the inspiration for Paladin Leroy in the next game. There's a shrine in the back there. Yeah, yeah. Anyway. So it's pretty clear to tell what was happening in this story. Dark Souls, however, there are numerous theories, numerous lore bits and stuff, but you're never quite sure at the end of the day, and I think that's what's really appealing about it. It feels like you're only getting part of the story, but you gotta press on anyway. And of course, the PvP in Dark Souls is much better. Like, there are designated kinds of playgrounds where you can go and fight people without feeling like you're just attacking someone trying to play the game. Like the Darker Garden, for example. And there's the Maiden in Black Soul for the Soul Sucker. Q beans. And then I get sent back to the beginning for New Game Plus. Right, don't forget to fight the Vanguard over again. So, if I wanted, I could try to go seek out people for PvP on my level. Probably in like the Shrine of Thorns and such. And you can recollect the same Demon Souls again and get all the paths for that. If you were crazy enough. But, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready to put this away now. I'm ready to move on to Dark Souls and to other things. But damn, you have no idea. King Allant, and that whole section made me rage so much when I was first starting out. Okay. But I I made it through again, much quicker, much more efficient than before, and this time I was even brave enough to, like, go toe-to-toe with the Tower Knight Phantom and with Alant himself, because of all the encounters I've had up through that point, through Dark Souls. Like, I've just become so much better. Just... I've become so much better. That is exactly what the Souls series gives you. You get your ass kicked over and over and over and over and over and over again, but then you come back to the same kinds of challenges and you're just boom! Like, whether it's going back through an old area for grinding, or if you're starting the game over and just kicking ass all the way through. This is just the hardcore appeal, boiled down to its base components. Right. So. Yeah. Next weekend, I am fully expecting to start up Dark Souls. And Dark Souls is a lot more colorful in places, too. A lot more variety to the environments as well. Makes it fun to explore. But for now, this timeline has been stabilized. If you like what you saw, please go support the developers and all they do, and spread as much positive energy as you can. I'm mad that I got mad at Ostrava for dying. I mean, I'm not actually there, so I don't actually know what these characters are going through. I'm sorry about that. In a way, that's part of the overall aesthetic as well, though. Like, you're still here where others have just consistently failed. You're stronger than that. It's... Well... I guess it's true what they say. Life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. This game is kind of proof of concept. Well, anyway. Thank you all for seeing it through to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out. Quest complete. And this was the first series I ever did on the channel. Now it's finally done. Yeah. Feeling better now. Got all the rage out. Bye-bye.